Welcome to the OTC podcast, a show where I bring a guest to the outdoors and we bring the outdoors to you. I'm your host, Nico Prada, and today my guest is a comedian and a chef and a survivor of something very, very dire and dangerous that could happen to a child. He's a redhead in South Florida. Please give it up for my good friend, your next comedian coming to the stage, Mr. Freddy fucking Finnerty.
Hey everybody,
What's
how
up,
we doing?
dude?
How we doing, folks?
We literally just got done talking about how I don't like bully comedy and making fun of shit, and then I go and do a little ginger joke. I'm sorry, Freddy. That was very hypocritical of me.
It's okay. I don't mind it. I think roasts are very funny if they're written well.
I thought it was like a friendly little inclusive roast type thing.
Off the cuff, a little about you, get to know you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Today we are in Parkland, and oh, look at that.
That's so cool.
That's pretty cool. This place has bug repellent in case you wanna spray yourself down beforehand. I like that. That's pretty cool. We are in Parkland, Florida, and it's both of our first time going down this little trail. It's a pretty cool one so far, and so we're gonna
got a sidewalk too.
Yeah, so we're gonna walk for a little bit, and then we're gonna sit down and I'm gonna ask Freddy about himself. But for now, I'm gonna ask you about your outdoorsy stuff, the way I like to start the show. So on the Disney princess scale, from Sleeping Beauty to Pocahontas, Freddy, how outdoorsy are you?
I'd say I'm kind of like the girl from Brave.
Girl from Brave. What is her name again?
I have no idea.
Dude, somebody told me exactly. Lucas texted me because he watches my episodes. He's like, that's exactly what her name. That's the Scottish one, right?
Yeah.
Merida, I think is her name.
Maybe. I've never seen the movie. I just know the reference.
Yeah. So did you choose it just because she also has red hair, or
she's a redhead, but she struggles with being put in a box and accepting what she wants to do versus what others want her to do. I'm not super outdoorsy, but I kind of get it, but I just haven't been, I don't know.
Too, exposed to it in a fun way, or?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I think that was a very nice description, and thank you for sharing that. I feel like that was, the most honest response I've gotten so far,
Yeah.
Usually people try to be funny, but here you are just spilling your heart to us, so I appreciate that, Freddy. So, you didn't grow up, camping or doing anything like that?
Well, I was a Boy Scout, but that was...
You were a Boy Scout, but you're not outdoorsy?
I didn't do a lot of camping when I was in the Boy Scouts.
Gotcha. What did you do?
Just go to the meetings. I went to the meetings.
Okay. And
I learned some slogans.
And what were the meetings like? What did they teach you anything cool? Anything?
A lot of practical stuff, but also a lot of just it was kind of like nerds being outdoorsy by learning from books rather than doing.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of the way the Boy Scouts is set up once. But there was one meeting where a couple kids did learn quick medical skills and building a gurney.
Yeah, that's huge.
It was it was actually really funny because there was these two kids that tried to do a foot race, and they were racing on the grass, and we were holding meetings in elementary school.
Uh-huh.
So they're running on the grass outside by the portables, and a really big kid stepped into a hole.
Oh my god!
And I guess he twisted his ankle, and he had to get. They put him they made a stretcher for him and pulled him off the ground, and then they walked him through the cafeteria where everybody was.
Oh man!
And then there was a kid in the back of the room who just started whistling taps.
Wait, which one is taps? Oh goodness. Oh man,
it wasn't very nice, but it was very funny.
Yeah, I mean, I could see myself as a kid at the time
if it's
laughing.
Your friend?
How did the guy in the gurney feel about it?
His eyes were closed. He might have been sleeping or just ignoring everybody. But it was a big cafeteria.
Gotcha.
So it was back of the class, kids type of stuff.
Gotcha. And this was down here?
Yeah.
You grew up in Florida?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Were you born here too?
No, Staten Island, New York.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And how old were you when you moved here?
5, 6.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. I'm a little stuck on the part where You were a Boy Scout that didn't really do outdoorsy stuff. Did you join it on your own, like on your own volition?
No, it was kind of, I don't know, it was just kind of the thing that we did.
So it was like one.
I don't remember making the decision to actively want to do it. It was just sort of a...
We're going to Boy Scouts.
Yeah, or more of a suggestive question that I just went along with, I think.
Gotcha, okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like you did learn some cool stuff. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, I have practical knowledge, and like I get a lot of outdoorsy mentality and why you do certain things. I just never really was in a space to apply knowledge.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hopefully we won't have to today, because...
No, it doesn't look like it.
No, this is a pretty nice little like boardwalk trail. It's pretty cool, and hopefully we won't have to make a gurney today. What did you make that gurney out of?
It looked like a couple of wooden poles and a tarp.
Oh,
you know,
so like you had
up a scroll.
Oh yeah. So you had the equipment to put it together a gurney. It's not like you put it together out of like, you know, palm fronts and stop signs. No, but it was the
actual, you know, putting it together for the actual real use of it, rather than, you know, all right, kids.
Yeah, just practicing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's pretty cool. And then what else did you do? Because I'm curious about the Boy Scouts, because back in Colombia they had like their version of Scouts, but I went on one trip and I cried, and they never invited me again.
Nice.
So yeah, I know, I was a big crybaby. I still am a big crybaby, but back then I was a little bit worse. So
there's nothing wrong with being a crybaby.
Thank you, Freddy. Thank you.
I watched Only the Brave. Have you seen that movie? I watched that last night.
I have not seen Only the Brave. No.
Do you know what it is?
I know. I haven't heard of it.
It's about this group of firefighters called hot shots, which is like people who fight fires, like forest fires, directly.
Okay, like what, like wilderness firefighters, or
yeah, wilderness
or wildland firefighters? Is that what they're called? I don't know.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Wildland firefighters. They go out into the wild national parks and nature preserves, and they, you know, burn off land and stop the fire before it gets to important areas.
So it's not only to put out wildfires, but also to do like prescribed burns and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's part of the, when you're like the top tier like licensed teams, that's what you do.
Okay, that's cool.
You engage it directly.
And so how was this movie?
It was pretty crazy. It's about this this team that it's like a team of 20 guys, and 19 of them died in this fire.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I cried at the end.
Yeah, no kidding.
I weep like a fucking baby.
No kidding, dude.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Movie. Yeah. That's a great thing to watch right before the outdoors episode. That a little impromptu.
Well, we're in Florida. The humidity wouldn't start wildfires like that unless you're out in the Everglades with no trees.
Well, there's plenty of trees in the Everglades.
Well, I mean, like, you know, open sun, drying out dead things all day.
Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, the humidity here makes fires a little bit different. I did a camping trip like a year and a half ago, and one of the friends who came was from California, and she would just have like a little mini panic attack anytime a spark would fly out of our fire.
Oh, yeah.
Because over there, I guess things really do light up just that easily. Same thing with Chile. I was there last year, and it's insane. They don't allow any fire there at all. Not even a butane stove to heat up your meal. Nope. If you're bringing a meal, it better be a sandwich.
Yeah, or a can of fucking fish.
Yeah, I guess so. But then you got to carry out your can, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, it's fun out there. I like the discovering and learning how to make backcountry meals, which is part of why I really wanted to have the backcountry burrito ready for you, but I failed you, Freddy. I'm sorry.
Right. Something to look forward to.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to that. Did you learn any like camping cooking with the Boy Scouts, or you feel like you have a better knowledge of that now as a chef?
Bit of both. There was one thing I'll never forget. We learned how to cook fish and rice in these little tinfoil packets that you just put on the fire or
no shit.
on the grill.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. And I wasn't really much for eating white rice and like bland rice at the time, just because I was a picky eater as a kid.
Wait, I'm sorry. The picky eating part was the rice and not the fish and the foil over fire?
Well, yeah, I wasn't really knowledgeable about like, oh, I'm you know, this very thin metal thing that I'm just gonna ingest whatever was inside of it while it was hot and probably flaking.
No, I just think it's funny that it was the rice and not the fish that turned you off, especially for a kid, you know?
Well, I was really into eating like fish sticks and
Okay, gotcha.
Gordon's fish fillets.
Gotcha,
so,
gotcha.
I mean, a little nice piece of fish. We were eating tilapia, fried tilapia.
Ooh. Nice.
Not really, it's kind of a bad fish, but...
I don't know, it sounds good to me right now for a little fried tilapia.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
not gonna lie.
I don't know.
Fish and chips with tilapia. Tilapia would be good for that.
I've had fish in the backcountry before, and it was... one time was okay. The second time, my girlfriend cooked it she's a chef too. Very similar to what you're talking about, but with like a special sauce and limes, backcountry limes and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
But
Fish and limes is beautiful.
But I douse my fish sticks in lime, by the way, which some people say that I don't really like fish because...
That's a pretty nice idea. I've never thought of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard people tell me that I don't actually like fish because I have to douse it in lime
Who cares?
juice. Yeah, you heard it here. Professional chef just said, "Who cares?"
Yeah.
So
I mean,
for the
it's
haters out there,
it's your journey.
eat your own fish.
Yeah, eat your own fish the way you want it.
Yeah.
You don't like tartar sauce? Don't use tartar sauce.
Curious if I think I've had tartar sauce before, but only like Burger King tartar. I don't know if that counts.
It's called tartar sauce.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, the other time that we had that I had fish camping, we went island camping, and my friends
That
were.
sounds fun.
It is. It's a little intense, but my friends were like, "All right, like Nico, you like to make fires. You'll be the gatherer. We'll be the hunters."
Nice.
And they made fun of me the whole time. I'm looking at you, because I know you guys watch these videos. But they were like, "All right, you take care of the fire. We'll take care of the fish." They caught one fish about the size of this
Measly
camera.
Fish.
About the size of this camera.
That's depressing.
That we split between 3 people.
That you rationed between 3
that we
people.
rationed, exactly. That is exactly the right word, is rationed. And luckily we had brought a couple of like Campbell soups, and we were able to feed ourselves off of that. But
Nice.
yeah, it was and I'm gonna make fun of them a little bit just because first they made fun of me, so it's called clapping back at the Zaps. But no, it was fun getting to sort of learn, like, all right, we had this idea that we're gonna go out to this island and pretty much just eat what we fish, and then we found out the very hard way
Yeah.
that it's not so easy.
Yeah. I mean, by the size of it, it's like you guys didn't catch dinner. You caught bait.
Yeah, exactly. I think we actually did use the scales and whatever was left over as bait for the next fish, which just never actually happened, unfortunately. But yeah, it was fun. And then all right, sorry, that was a whole lot of shit about me to go run back to a story about you. When you cook that fish and rice,
that's right. Yeah.
so you just can you tell me about that a little bit, like how the cooking?
So it was I don't remember the proportion of rice to water, but it might have been even, so 1 to 1, just because it was sealed, so you don't need excess from steam coming out of the bag.
Okay.
And the fish is locked in there, so it's kind of the same principle if you would make like arroz con pollo,
Okay.
where it's in there and then the rice takes up all that flavor and whatever.
Gotcha.
And so
the rice was in a bag. The rice wasn't just sprinkled onto tinfoil.
well, it was, but it was more like I wouldn't say sprinkled. I'd say scooped.
Scooped onto tinfoil.
Because you
Okay.
gotta wrap it with burrito similar style. So it's like you fold it in half,
Oh.
and then
and so that
sides
retains.
in, top in,
Gotcha.
and then you just make a rectangle with all the sides sealed, so nothing gets out. No air
Gotcha.
gets out. No steam gets out.
Okay. And then that also retains, I guess, the water.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That'll be tight enough to retain the water.
Interesting.
No gas is gonna get through that.
Very cool. And then you said the fish was a similar story. You just put it over fire.
Right in there with the rice.
Oh, with the rice. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Wow. That actually sounds really good.
I know.
Tilapia or not tilapia? You know?
Throw a lime wedge in there.
Ooh,
Lime wedge, salt.
you're making me hungry. It's a good thing I at least have taco meat, which I'm very excited. So if you guys didn't know, Freddy is a chef, or I don't know if you do it as a profession still, but you have the
Yeah,
skills of a professional chef.
I do, yeah.
And so I was really, the only meal dish that I pride myself on is my burritos. And I really have been wanting for Freddy to try one. And I was like, well, now I'm doing an outdoor show. I got to do a backcountry burrito special edition. And I see that the name might be better than the burrito itself, you know, just that little bit of alliteration. But I just haven't quite been able to figure out the whole how to pre-wrap it without it being all messy. I struggle with that. I tend to be a very messy burrito eater. I focus on flavor, and right now we gotta focus on function too. But so I have the taco meat ready, which I hope you at least like that, because it's kind of like the secret ingredient.
Yeah, if you put care into making, you know, the meat, it's probably gonna be good.
Well, I'm glad you're so hopeful for me, Freddy, because I really wanna impress you over here. I want you to think I'm cool.
Good cooking. The secret ingredient is love, and you know what love is? Attention.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I do that. Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
You got me feeling all nice and stuff.
Yeah.
God, my face is gonna be the color of your hair by the time we're done with this. Orange. Orange. That's
Not
very
red.
dangerous. That is very dangerous.
Orange.
It's a good thing I'm here with a Boy Scout who knows how to make a gurney, because I might die out here. It is super freaking humid today, huh?
Yeah, it is.
This place is nice though.
Yeah. Big trees.
Mm-hmm. It's like really reminds you that these cities were built on freaking...
We're living on trash.
What do you mean?
We're living on a pile of litter.
This
Cities.
one right here? I thought...
No, cities.
Oh, yeah.
Cities are just big piles of litter.
Yeah, no, I suppose they are, but...
Like, why are you littering? I'm like, I'm on litter right now. This wasn't here 100 years ago.
Yeah, but you don't litter here, Freddy. You litter a fucking...
No, yeah. Well, I mean, like, something winds up on a street, on a road. You're littering.
Yeah.
This is litter.
Yeah, no. I get what you're saying. But what I was going at is that, especially in these cities down here, it reminds you of like that this was, before it was a pile of litter, it was wetlands, it was swamp, it was rivers, it was all this stuff. You know, and a lot of people come down here, wow, can you believe we got snakes in our backyard?
Oh my
Fucking
God.
Yes, I can believe we got snakes in our
backyard.
Exactly, yeah. No, you're in their house, motherfucker.
Yeah, they've been here for years, generations.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I remember, I think within the first like month of living in Weston, a little snaky crossed across what I thought was my front door, and no, we're really in their habitat, so it's not surprising. Exactly. Ooh, and the snake's back door. That is a, oof. That just reminded me of like a balloon animal type scenario, which.
What do you mean?
Because like to bang a snake.
Oh my God.
I hope is that not what you were talking about? Did I take this in the wrong direction?
I just said because back door is you know, it could imply a lot of things, so it was just funny for me to say back door that way.
Ah, yeah, I'm sorry. It's the inner Beavis and Butthead in me. I can't quite let it go, even when I'm trying to be when I'm trying to be wholesome and a cool, like nice educational. And I don't have the spine to call it educational, but informative nature show. Every now and then a little butt.
Informative, yeah. Hell
yeah, a little butt joke has to come out of me.
There's another one.
Ah, little joke has to come out of my backside. Sometimes it sneaks out. It's one of those. The thing about jokes is that they're not silent but deadly. They're the louder they are, the deadlier they can be. A lot of time to people's ears, but not necessarily to their actual hearts.
I'm pretty sure this boardwalk we're walking on is all recycled material.
Yeah, it looks like it. This stuff tends to be tends to last a lot longer than wood out here, because unless your wood is like pressure treated, your wood
nice,
it tends to just rot really quickly. And so I think it's a double win that they're making it out of recycled material, and you know, it lasts longer, and it's sustainable, or I hope it is at least.
The more you know.
The more you know. Sometimes the more you learn, because you think you know and you don't know shit, which has happened to me so freaking much since I started doing this show.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of acknowledging things you know, the things you don't know, and the things that you don't know you don't know.
That's a big Venn diagram, or is it a Venn diagram or a pie chart? It's a big giant pie chart.
I think it's a pie chart.
Yeah, where the things you don't know are like 99%, or assuming it's like 99%.
Maybe 95?
Yeah, or well, you don't know.
Exactly.
Because you don't know. But yeah, the things you know, the things you know you don't know.
And the things you don't know you don't know.
Exactly, yeah. What about the things you don't know you know? No, that doesn't
No,
work.
because
That's just fucking.
that's an oxymoron.
That's exactly. I was gonna say that's just bong philosophy right there.
Bong philosophy.
We don't have to do that out here. It's pretty lame. So you have been to Lake Okeechobee, camping there?
Yes and no. I've been near it. We didn't actually see the lake. We camped at a glamping facility. It's kind of like a place where people can park their RVs and use a shower, or
Okay.
stay at a little small cabin. And,
Gotcha. That's fun. That's fun too. You know, nothing
Yeah.
wrong with a little glamp.
Yeah. I think I was the only one that stayed in the tent. Everyone else just hucked in the cabin, and we had a tent for like 5 people.
Was this with the Boy Scouts?
No, this was like a dual family outing.
A duel, like a duel.
Like us.
Oh,
and
two families. I
yeah.
thought you meant you took a family out there to shoot guns at high noon.
Nice.
Like
oh,
a duel. Yeah, sorry. It wouldn't
A
be an
dual
episode.
family
It wouldn't
outing.
be an episode without a horrible pun. We gotta
Time to
have.
settle your differences. The dual family outing.
We get to see who sleeps in the tent and who sleeps in the glamping cabin. But so
And
you're.
who sleeps in the dirt?
Ooh. I get it. That means death. But I don't know. Am I gonna get demonetized? I don't know. But so you were the only one who stayed in the actual tent?
Maybe one of 2 or 3, but it was meant for like 5 or 6. So 50% was like, couch sounds pretty good to me.
I mean, I get it. It's always more comfy. I sleep okay in the backcountry, but like, yeah, I guess it's not for everybody. I try not to be pushy about it, which is.
No, you can't be, because everyone has their own comfort levels.
Yeah, that's also part of the reason why I do the Disney princess scale like a couple of days before. I try to. I've messed up before with a few guests that I like asked them on site, and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
What do you mean?
It's a new show.
Not a princess.
It's a new. Those are my favorite people to ask. The ones who definitely don't want to be a princess, but it's like,
Yeah.
that's the most princessy thing you could do is fucking not answer me. Oh man, yeah. So it kind of gives me an idea of, literally that's the question: how outdoorsy the guest is. Because if somebody wants to be taken out of their comfort zone, I'm happy to help them do that. I have actually some guests who are going to be taking me out of my own comfort zone. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I don't ever want to be the guy who's like, "Don't be a pussy, man. It's just an alligator. Come on." That's not what I want to do. So.
Yeah. No, you catch more flies with honey.
Oh, dude, I am loving all of your expressions.
I just got told yesterday I have the expressions of an old man, which I'm not. You know what? I'm pretty proud about that.
They might be the
It shows wisdom.
Yeah, I was gonna say they might be the expressions of a young man, but they are expressed through your youth, and so they come out in such a charming way, Freddie.
Thank you.
I'll say that.
Thank you. Boyish charm.
One of my favorite jokes of yours is when you say it's time for the adorable portion of the show, or what is it?
The cute portion?
The cute portion of the show. Yeah, I love that one. Oh, it's great. All right. But Freddie, tell you what, why don't we find a cool little spot to sit down, and I'll ask you a little bit about your comedy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Or I'll ask you a little bit about your cooking. What do you want to talk about?
Your show. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Well, you're my guest, man, and we'll talk about whatever you want to share.
We'll talk about whatever comes up.
All right, cool. So we're gonna take a little break, find a cool place to sit down, and I'm gonna talk to Freddie a little bit about himself. Sound check. Crotch shot, yeah? Do the German one.
The crotch shot, ja.
The crotch shot, yeah.
The Oberkrotz shot, ja.
Crotch shot. All right.
For this Fraulein.
Oh, you speak Deutsch?
No.
And neither do I.
Sprechen Sie Dutch?
That's what, you know, it's funny, when I was in like 10th grade, I got an answer wrong on an exam because the answer was the Germans and I put the Dutch.
Because of Deutsch?
And I took it to my teacher. I was like, hey man, what do you mean I got this wrong? It's the Germans. Dutch means Germans. He's like, Deutsch means Germans. And got me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're rolling.
All right.
We've been rolling since.
Nice.
I really wanted to make sure we got the German crotch shot because you said that so well. I try not to script and repeat things here, but that one was just too good.
Yeah, I'm a fan of accents. I'm a fan of doing accents. German's a fun one.
Yeah, let's do the intro and welcome. No, I'm not gonna do that. Welcome back to the OTC podcast. I'm here with my guest Freddy Finnerty. We found a nice shady spot. The shade is nice, but it's still humid as shit. So,
yeah.
So hopefully the camera doesn't fuck out on me. Yeah. Do they say fuck out in Germany? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's also one of the things that I got wrong when I got to the States. I tried to tell a kid who was bullying my sister, I tried to tell Johnny Miller to fuck off, and I said fuck out. And
nice.
he didn't get it. But
nice.
Yeah, but we were in 4th grade, so the fact that I even said fuck was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Get away from this.
Fuck out, guy, yeah?
Fuck out, man, yeah? We don't want no trouble. Yeah, so, Freddy.
Yeah.
You're back. I'm going to ask you questions about your comedy and your cooking and stuff like that. But first, you were just telling me that you were in Rockville for a while.
Yeah,
and
I did all 4 days.
And you actually, I'm going to ask you a bit about that, but the first thing is that you enjoy the crowd surfers like climbing over you and kicking you in the face and stuff, or?
Well, no, they don't kick me in the face.
They don't kick you in the face? No.
I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like, it reminded me of like being in a kitchen, because I always found like there's moments where, if you're really paying attention, you can see when something bad is about to happen.
Okay.
Or like something's gonna go wrong. And I'm not talking about like exploding, but like, you know, maybe something's gonna overcook, or something's gonna fall, or something's gonna this or that.
That makes the customer explode.
Yeah, but they're not gonna see it.
They're not gonna see it?
They're not gonna see that.
Well, you don't deal a lot with the angry customers, huh?
No.
Not in the kitchen. Okay.
But like when you see crowd surfers, the more you see, the more people will funnel out of the crowd and say, I'm gonna go watch from the back. So then eventually you'll get these pods of openness.
Okay.
And if you're paying attention, not everybody will turn around and see the crowd surfers, even if you're yelling heads up. So there's those moments for me where I see that open cavern in the crowd.
Okay.
And it's like, well, if no one does anything, this person's gonna be dropped, and I've been dropped, and it sucks.
Okay, yeah.
So I have my body moves before I can think.
Okay.
And then it's just like, I mean, this, on Sunday especially, I would just like get under people and then like initiate carrying them 6 feet with like 2 or 3 other people.
Huh, that's really fucking interesting, man. So you find like almost comfort in that, it's not the mosh pit itself, but it's the front wall of the mosh pit, I guess you could call it?
Well, I mean, the mosh pits are everywhere. The crowd surfing is kind of strange, because you'll see an established line of like, oh, these people are handing it off to each other if they crowd surf over there, but then there's people who will start somewhere else, and it's like, well, they started over there, so we don't know where they're going because someone else lifted them up.
Huh.
And the line of people that was just doing it are over there.
Okay.
I mean, it's genuinely chaos.
So you're almost like a lifeguard for crowd surfers. This is half stealing from the hard times, and I'm sorry, I try to give credit where credit is due, where they say that a crowd surfer was eaten by a crowd shark, but I feel like...
Yeah, I'm lifeguarding it,
yeah. Yeah, that inspired me to think that and what you told me are inspiring me to think that you are a crowd lifeguard looking out for people.
Because I mean, crowd surfing is so much fun, it just sucks to be dropped, especially if you're like, you know, not that heavy and can be lifted by 2 or 3 people.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, that's interesting. And then you find that you went to Rockville alone?
Kind of. I met up with people.
You met up with some people? Okay.
Yeah, I found a guy I used to work with. I hung out with him for like an hour. I met up with Panuch.
Oh, no shit, okay.
Yeah, we hung out on Friday.
Cool. But the reason why I asked that is because it sort of, like, when I say that you find comfort in it, it sounds a little bit kind of like when either we can go to any given open mic and sort of like be able to interact with people, or it's like if you can go to the skate park and you know you're gonna be able to hang out, maybe find somebody you know, or at least be able to sort of have a unspoken interaction with people. Is that kind of how it is for you at
A different way to describe it, if you're talking about open mics, would be like if you go to an open mic that's mostly comics, and you're gonna sit down and be a genuine audience member for the other comics.
Gotcha.
That same sort of behavior. It's very much.
I don't know if I can handle that type of nobility.
It's very much being what you would like to see in other people if you were in their situation.
Gotcha.
If I was crowd surfing, I would hope that there would be someone like, oh, I got you.
Yeah, but no, I guess what I was saying is that with people who aren't crowd surfing, you can kind of like, without speaking, communicate, we're going to pick this dude up, we're going to make sure we don't drop him.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's as easy as like, whether you're crowd surfing or going to pick someone up, it's as easy as like,
yeah, like, okay, gotcha.
And then you just...
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's super cool. That's super cool. I've known a bit of pit etiquette from my days of like going to rock shows, and it's usually like somebody falls, you pick them up.
Yeah,
or,
a lot of that.
Is this a swinging pit or not a swinging pit? I actually got punched in a non-swinging pit, which sucks, which is why I just tell myself I don't have the kind of...
yeah, I get the pit thing, but it's also like, it's not for me.
Yeah.
It looks fun.
Gotcha.
I like rowing pits. Have you ever seen those?
I've seen them. Yeah. They're fun. They're just, they're almost cute, you know?
It's very cute,
and I don't mean that in a condescending way. I just mean in like I'm happy for you guys. This is cool, you know?
I was telling someone about it at the Bad Omen show, and it was just some random, two random girls, and we're talking about like pits and stuff, and I told them about rowing pits, and like 40 minutes later, I'm leaving, they followed me out, and I found a rowing pit. And I was like, I told you!
That's
I fucking told you!
That's amazing. It makes me kind of like want to bring like a wind sail and just put that up and be like, well, everybody else is rowing. I don't know.
Get a whistle?
I don't know if somebody already do that. Well, that's fun.
Viking shield.
Yeah, exactly. Put up one of those. That sounds like fun. So, you traveled up there. That was like around like the Daytona area. Did you do anything else there or no? Oh yeah, you went to some open mics.
Yeah, I did 2 open mics on. I drove up Wednesday, got there in the afternoon, did open mics that night, which was pretty hilarious. I did this one mic at this place. It was the world famous bar or something like that.
Tirnanog. Oh no, that's a
different. No, that was the one I went after.
No, you're right. The name itself is World Famous Bar.
World Famous Bar. And the first guy who goes up does like, I don't remember his name, but he opened up with like something about like, yeah, my mom's dead, and then did a full theater kid drama performance of Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, and sang the whole song. It was like, if he didn't add that bit at the beginning of his mom having just died, it would have been like a pretty good performance. It was just like, whoa. I mean, we didn't even unpack this, and now we're into this song. It's got different dark tones now.
Was this a comedy open mic?
Yeah.
Oh my, so it wasn't even
he was doing stand-up.
So it wasn't even like an all arts thing. He's just really...
No, he was a stand-up with just a very peculiar bit he was doing. And
so
then
the setup is my mom died.
Yeah, and there was a couple of lines, but I didn't remember everything. And the big finale for that whole chunk was doing a real performance, like projection and all, and arms of Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead.
Oh my God, Daytona is a funny place. And then the other place you went to, Tirnanog, which Tirnanog in itself is a swinging mosh pit, if you didn't know that. But I don't know how many fist fights did you see that night?
None. It's pretty calm.
Yeah, all right, it's a good day at the Nog.
Because there was a lot of Rockville people who were at World Famous Bar and just got recruited to go drink over there because comics were performing.
Gotcha. And the show, it went relatively well? Or
yeah, I had fun.
It wasn't just like stupid, crazy drunk people?
I mean, yeah, there was that, but like they weren't like stupid crazy.
They were just regular crazy?
Yeah, they were fun crazy. They were there for,
that's good.
Comedy open mic with mostly comics. People are listening, comics are laughing. The table of people who were just there to hang out, they were a little talkative, but it's like, it's intimate room.
Yeah.
We're just we're just here to fucking make each other laugh and have a good time.
Okay, that's cool. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
They liked your style. You have a very unique style of comedy.
Thank you.
It reminds me of well, like that one time we went to the poetry open mics, and I was like, I think, is this where you like built yourself up? Because you have a very calm, very.
Which poetry open mics?
It was this. We met at CNI.
Yeah.
And then we were like, well, it's gonna take a while for this to start. There's another mic down the street, and you were like, they might let you on if you're a comic, but it's a poetry mic, and it was like a restaurant. And there were people there playing piano and doing poetry, and then there's you, which is like a combination of both. Not the music thing, but it's the way you deliver. It's like a very subtle. It's like when I hear that Lord of the Rings piano music, I'm like, it's so soothing. So,
hell yeah.
How long have you been doing comedy?
I think it's like 7 years.
7 years now. How'd you get started?
I guess technically, when I was going to culinary school, there was a open mic night that they would do like once a trimester, and it always drew a bunch of people. But I never thought about that. I was just like, open mic. I feel like I could. I was a big fan of stand-up. Always been a big fan of stand-up.
Okay.
So I was always doing awful puns and just being the silly version of myself in all my culinary labs.
Okay.
And so, people definitely knew I was funny or told me or whatever. And one day I was just like, what if I did stand up for the open mic and people were genuinely supportive? And I was like, I just kind of meant that sillily, but you guys are behind me. And then so I tried to write, and I did everything that I tried to remember, whatever I performed. We could just say that, I guess.
Okay. And then you put 5 minutes, 3 minutes together?
It was somewhere between 5 to 7, I think.
Okay.
And it went over pretty well. I didn't really know how to tell a joke or deliver a punchline, but my awkward silence got a lot of laughs. But, I mean, it was just the natural me, I settle in.
Gotcha.
I settle in when I perform, if that makes sense,
Can you expand on that?
Everyone's always described me as looking cool and collective and calm.
Yeah.
And so I guess that translates from the way I speak on stage.
Okay.
And then people take it as the added, and you look calm and collective too.
Gotcha. So when you say you settle in, you kind of feel like you're in somebody's living room type thing, or what? Like you feel welcomed by everybody, you make yourself that way, or? Because that's kind of how it's coming off, but I'm not sure. I don't want to say it for you.
I don't know, because I feel like, anyone can interpret it however they see it, you know?
But I want to hear how you interpret it.
When I say settle in, it's kind of like, it's like once you tell that first joke, and if you're nervous for a show and you tell that first joke and it lands the way you want, and then you just go,
oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. That's the best way I could describe settling in.
Gotcha.
And then from there, it's just like, all right, what's up?
Yeah. It's wild to me to think that you are ever nervous, but I guess it happens with so many of us comics that we're.
Well, I mean, especially starting out.
Yeah. A lot of us look like perfect up there, but we were just fucking riddled with anxiety.
Yeah. I conquered that pretty early, I think. I deadlined Robot a lot.
Okay.
I deadlined Robot a lot.
So you've really earned your stripes, huh?
Yeah. I mean that, and then 19th Hole.
Yeah. For those watching for the first time, Robot was a packed out open mic.
Packed.
Started out as Funky Buddha, then they changed ownership, turned into Robot. There would be probably in like the 50 to 60 performers?
On a Wednesday.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday for an open mic.
Yeah, that place actually had to like change their format their format of calling names, because so many people showed up that the lines and like the sign-up sheet, the journey to the sign-up sheet would get borderline violent.
Really?
And Leon Arp actually almost got trampled one time. Leon was like 89,000 years old.
That's crazy.
And he got caught in the midst of people shoving and pushing to put their name on the list. So they changed up that format. This was ages ago, of course.
Yeah, I wasn't there for it. By the time I came around, it was already established bucket.
Yeah. I think when that happened with Leon, they turned it into a line, but the line would go all the way around the building, and other businesses were like, dude, this is insane.
Yeah.
And so they turned it into bucket. And unfortunately with the bucket, the random name draw isn't always so random, and so you end up with the deadline. But
I mean, the coolest part about that was that Alan was always down to listen.
Alan was the owner? Or
yeah,
okay.
Alan the owner. He was always down to listen, and you know, with comics who've been around, especially when they're there for the whole show and they just sort of show up and they stick around, not always gonna, you know, go with you, especially if you're new and you're trying some stuff out. But Alan always, you know, whether it was awkward silences or just like, I see what you're trying to do that's very funny, I mean, it was all welcome.
Huh. It reminds me of like the kid on the basketball team who's not really getting his fair shot, and he stays practicing late, and the janitors in the gym like giving him tips.
Yeah, 8 Mile moments, you know.
Yeah. Holy shit! And now you're here. Now you're getting booked. You're doing shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I guess in some way it worked itself out.
7 years later.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't worry, man. In July, I'm going to be like 12 years in, and I think on year 13, I'm going to learn how to hold the mic properly, close enough
That's
to my
very
mouth.
funny.
Yeah, I have all kinds of issues, but
you project, so I think it's fine.
I've gotten better at it, but yeah, there's definitely stuff that took me way too long to learn.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Not being monotone up there.
Yeah, I can't do act outs, but I don't think they're for me either.
I mean, it would be a very like dramatic pantomime. Maybe not a pantomime because you're talking, but a very like
I'd be holding a skull.
Exactly, like a Shakespearean thing because of the way that you deliver.
Oh, I'm in the theater.
Yeah, exactly. I am Puerto Rican.
I am Puerto Ricano.
Oh, Boricua.
Yeah.
That's funny. So I've heard you mention that on stage a few times, but were you born in Puerto Rico?
No, that's just in heritage, ethnicity.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm from Staten Island, the land of Puerto Ricans.
Right. You said that earlier. Oh, that one took me a minute to click.
Yeah, the land of Puerto Ricans.
The land of Puerto Ricans.
It really is, though.
Yeah, I've heard that there's a lot of Puerto Ricans in New York City.
Yeah, the city.
Is Staten Island considered New York City or one of the boroughs?
It's one of the boroughs.
Yeah, I don't want to get it wrong and piss anybody off.
It's one of those armadillo holes.
Armadillo holes? Why? They got leprosy?
No, the armadillo holes are called boroughs.
Oh, okay. Things are going over my head today. Have you ever done comedy in New York City?
Yeah, a couple times. Oh, I went there. The last time I was there, it was for a family event, and I was like, well, I know enough people, I can probably find my way onto a show. And the time before that, where I'd been there, I was doing only open mics, and I did Greenwich Village, one of their open mics.
Okay.
And the host got to know my face a little bit because I showed up early for like the 3:30 sign up, and it was like, no, come back in 30 minutes. I came back in 20. The room was full. The list was full. So I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yo, I was here before everybody. What's up? He's like, all right, well, pay the money. I'll get you up when I can. Didn't get me up. Show goes long, and he's like, I'm really sorry. I'll get you up on the next show, which is like literally like next.
Okay, so he didn't give you your money back. You don't have to pay for the next one.
You don't have to pay for the next one. You'll go up, and it's like kind of bittersweet because it's like, damn, I want to go up now and go do something else. So he puts me up. I did really well in a room full of comics.
Okay, and that's always good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I crushed, but I definitely pretty much almost killed.
Okay.
And
you can pat yourself on the back a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah. I did pretty well.
And
he was like, let me know next time you're ever around. Did you just move here? And so that whole interaction, I hit him up when I went last year. And he was like, oh, I got this Pride show for Pride Month, if you want to do it. And I was like, yeah, show's a show. I mean, I'm sure there's other straight guys on the show. I didn't say that to him, but to myself, I'm sure there's other straight guys.
You just assume he looked at you as an ally.
Yeah, and plus it's inclusive.
Yeah.
They're an inclusive bunch.
There you go.
Or I guess we're an inclusive bunch. I'm an ally.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was probably 8th on the lineup, and he brings up this one big, blonde, beefy dude, and he's like, "I'm sorry, guys, I had to do it. The only straight guy on the show." And I was like, damn, fuck. Thinks I'm really an ally.
Oh, man. And then did you reveal it on stage?
Yeah, I didn't do too well. That didn't do too well. I was just like, hey, because it wasn't like I was next, so I couldn't play off of it.
Yeah.
It's, with 20 minutes in between the two of us, it's like they probably almost forget, and then now I have to remind them, and now I'm just starting to dig myself a hole before I've hit my first punchline.
Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, that can happen.
But it's a funny enough story that the host thought I was gay.
Yeah. Did he say why? Was it the mustache?
No, I didn't have the mustache at the time.
Well, then I don't know what it could have been. That mustache is.
It could have been. I mean, there's no way he remembered my whole set. I had a joke I was doing at the time when he saw me about how my ex, she took one of those sexual orientation tests, and it came up saying that they were mostly gay and a little straight.
Okay.
And it's like, oh damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
And the reveal is, it's a good thing I used her name to take that test.
Oh, there you go.
And I guess he took me seriously and remembered that joke for a year.
I mean, hey, at least you remembered your comedy, right?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever been confused for gay. When I had longer hair, I got confused for a woman a bunch.
Yeah.
Sometimes accidentally, sometimes just snarky, and I kind of just don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, I've learned to let it roll off my shoulder. I mean, I've been teased and made fun of since like I can remember.
Yeah.
I'm just used to, redheads. I'm just used to it.
The red hair. That's why I mentioned the Survivor thing at the beginning, which, I mean, there is a real story behind that. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but
About what?
about you and your cancer.
I mean, we can if you want to talk about it.
Sure, if you want. I mean, just to give people context of what I meant at the beginning. But you were born with a cancer, right, or no?
I don't know if I was born with it or if it was Maybelline.
That's a very good outlook on life, Freddy.
No, I mean, we discovered it when I was, 2? So I don't know if I was, 2 years. A lot can happen in 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully you didn't. It wasn't developing then.
I mean, yeah, either way, it's kind of, it's over with. It's in the past.
You went through it.
I went through it. It's weird to say. I guess I'm better off for it. I feel like I have a better outlook on life than a lot of people.
No kidding.
A lot of shit doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is great, we're here. We're alive. It's a great day.
I know.
Who cares about whatever you got going on?
When we first walked in here, I was very, not blown away, but like pleasantly surprised at how you appreciated the architecture of the.
Yeah, I mean, this looks so solid.
Of the
it's
pavilion,
awesome.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. I'll probably take some B-roll and put it into the little clip that I do in between walking and sitting. But yeah, it's super cool, and I work with wood, so it's interesting to me. Like you probably see me gazing up around, or I'm supposed to be doing a podcast that I made.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm kind of looking around to, I take on projects. I feel like I'm not good at a lot of different things.
You are preaching to the choir, brother.
Yeah,
I'm not good at podcasting, hiking.
I know how to do some things on like a minimal level, but it's like one of those things where it's like master of none. Like I kind of know a little bit about a lot of stuff.
But you know a lot about the culinary arts.
Yeah, but that's a little different because you can even then say the same thing about that, because if you get into like micro focuses, whether it be pasta making, bread making, it's like you could still say doesn't know a lot about.
You're a general chef. Right?
Yeah, general chef. I have things that I'm good at, but it's like, it's one of those terms where it's like just because chef doesn't mean, if you're a writer, you might be good at making novels or essays, but couldn't make.
Couldn't be a reporter necessarily.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I meant to say like a newspaper writer. I don't know if that's called a reporter.
Journalist.
Journalist. Thank you, Freddie. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm not good at words, and you helped me with that. I have a general.
I'm pretty good at words.
I have a general understanding.
When it comes to words, I'm
linguistics,
pretty decent.
Speaking, expressing myself.
That's what I like about joke writing. Is like economy of words and coming up with like what's a funnier word to say here.
Yeah.
I like doing that.
No, that's definitely something that that we can see eye to eye on with writing and comedy. Is like one word can make a huge difference. Whereas I'm a ranter and you're more of a I want to call you a poetic delivery comic.
Yeah.
We can both come together at that point and be like, yes, one word can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but back to your culinary thing. I don't want to hammer it too much, but you know enough that it's a little more than the average bear.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I pride myself on being able to make something out of nothing.
Exactly.
I love the practice of going into a fridge or pantry or whatever and just pulling out everything that no one's going to touch and be like, I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat right now.
Well, I would like to believe that that is what I did with my burrito recipe. And so while I don't have the full burrito, I do have the chicken here. So
that's pretty tight.
Would you like me to make you a backcountry taco?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. This is very exciting for me, but also a little bit nerve-wracking because I hope I did a good job. It is unfortunately a cold taco.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, is that a sleeve that holds food hot?
No. It holds it. I mean, it probably might hold it hot, but I think it's really just insulation.
Hell yeah.
So.
I'm gonna fill airspace here talking about Coca-Cola.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. Because I completely. You see why I wrote it down in the notes, and I still forgot to ask you about it.
It's one of my favorite facts that everybody, or I feel like most people, or a percentage of people on the pie chart, know that the best Coca-Cola you can get is from McDonald's, and that's because they have a partnership with Coca-Cola where. I think it's a contract or an agreement, and it's only with corporate stores.
Okay.
With franchises, it's one of those participation varies kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And they follow the Coca-Cola's specific instructions, where the syrup is held in like metal, like stainless steel kegs or like containers instead of the plastic bags.
Interesting.
And they use the recipe-specific proportion of syrup to soda with ice as an included variable.
Wow.
So as the ice melts, it
actually enhances?
It continues to dilute to that perfect proportion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is super interesting.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that. That's probably. It sounds like. I can't talk shit about McDonald's, but I was gonna say, if they put that same effort into the rest of their food. But no, they make it very palatable. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, I love McDonald's nuggets. You ever had cold McDonald's nuggets?
I probably have, like leftovers.
No.
Would you like lime on your taco?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to ask me for lime.
Okay.
Yeah, after one of my surgeries, I specifically wanted like a 20-pack of chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and I waited for them to get cold because I was like, I'm going in on a specific type of meal right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. All right, here you go.
Think you, sir.
In case you're curious, I did sanitize my hands before getting out of the car, and hopefully,
I wasn't even gonna ask.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't touch. I didn't think I touched too many things out here, huh?
You want me to wait for you?
Oh no! I want you to try it.
Okay.
I'm actually. Should I look? I'm scared to look. Does he like it?
Do you love it?
I mean,
give it to me.
This is chicken, right?
Yeah. Give it to me raw and wriggling.
You can't go wrong with lime chicken and flour.
Okay.
You know.
I'll tell you my secret ingredient when the camera's not rolling, because I can't have these YouTube hoes stealing it. But yeah, this was something I developed around the time that I was not really taking care of my body too much.
Is this ground chicken?
I grounded it myself, though.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, the protein is very specifically held together. It's not like ground chicken.
No.
It's like you grounded cooked chicken.
That's exactly what I did. Mm-hmm. And I used to, I did use a food processor, but I used to do it by hand. I switched to food processor just because it's a lot quicker.
Yeah, it's easier.
But I used to do it by hand, where I would put the chicken, sorry, let me move it, on a cutting board, and I would do horizontal, vertical,
Do it Chipotle style.
diagonal again. Then I would take I believe this is called the butcher's knife, the pointy, the one that looks like a great white shark. No, the butcher's knife is the cleaver.
Butcher's knife is a cleaver.
Okay, no, then this one is
Or it could be
Michael Myers knife.
machete
It was not a machete, but it was like the biggest one in the...
with the point.
Yes.
That's a chef's knife.
Chef's knife.
That's a chef's knife.
Yeah, not butcher's, but chef's knife.
It's like all-purpose knife.
Yeah, so I would use
everything with
that
it.
to then flatten out the chicken. Then do the grit all over again, but in a different direction, and then use my fingers to sort of like turn it to powder, is what I like to call it. So, what did you think? Oh no.
I'm chewing.
Scared. Oh wait, no, he has table manners.
I like how you waited until my last bite, because so many people, when they want to ask my opinion with food, as soon as I take the first bite, so how is it? I'm like, bitch, let me chew.
Okay, that was. Thank you, Freddie. You saved my life. That was purely coincidental, but I'll take that into account for the
No,
future.
you waited. You were patient. Very patient. I can only imagine how good it is when it's cooked. It's good. I don't know if I've ever had a cold taco, but when I'm eating tacos, a lot of the time the flavors don't sit on my palate long enough, because, you know, once I start, it's like, all right, gotta finish this. I don't let tacos sit. Once I've taken the bite, it's like, damn, I love all of this. I love the way it's put together, and I'm about to down this whole thing. But, you know, it's probably been about a minute and a half. The spice is still on my tongue. It's got that kind of numminess that Szechuan peppercorn has. It's not cayenne, is it?
I mean, there might be some cayenne in it because I buy.
You have a seasoning blend. Yeah.
Correct.
It's good. Not a lot of people. Is it grilled chicken?
It is grilled, and then I ground it.
Yeah.
And then I season it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. You didn't cook the seasoning.
I cook with the seasoning.
And then you seasoned it again?
No. It's possible that.
You chopped it and then you seasoned it.
No, I chopped it. I put it in. I put it in a pot, and I use olive oil. Then I season it, but I don't really put the stove on too hot, and I stir it around until it gets this nice golden color.
Okay.
And I can kind of tell based off of
so
smell.
you chop the chicken and you put it back on the fire with the seasoning. And so what you're doing there, you're blooming the spices.
Is the name okay?
Yeah, you're allowing the spices to bloom and sort of develop their it's like when you put curry into your oil and you let it sort of vibrant up, open up, you know?
Okay. That's new to me. I don't know. So thank you for telling me. That's awesome.
That's blooming.
Okay. So
imagine a flower opening up. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's the nicest thing anyone has ever said about, usually it's my burritos, but my tacos. Now I really can't wait to give you a proper burrito because that was not only not all the ingredients, but obviously, it was like...
You make tacos a lot?
I used to make burritos a whole lot. It's been a while, but I do still like to cook for my friends, so...
One of my favorite little quick things to do, because I've made a lot of family meals for the people I work with. I've worked with a lot of Mexican people.
Okay.
And El Salvadorian. And so I'll just make Hispanic food just because it's easy.
Okay.
I know how to do it. And that's just kind of what we eat, you know?
Yeah, and to me it's really tasty. Like, I'm not
for me, it's homey, you know?
Yeah, like I'm not somebody who will love something just because it's from their country, but I do think Colombian food is my favorite food.
Nice.
Yeah, it is my absolute favorite food. And if you ask me what my favorite band is, my favorite movie, I'll be like, well, I can't just pick. There's got to be the different ones for different scenarios. Colombian food, I'll choose.
That's very impressive.
I will choose Colombian food every time.
So we made whenever I made my pulled chicken, which I could tell you that recipe if you want. I'm not afraid to share that knowledge.
Okay. I'm looking.
Whenever I
forward
made
to it,
the chicken,
you pulling a chicken.
Oh no, it's super easy. I love diced onions and like cilantro and lime. It's like the easiest, simplest garnish for like chicken on anything, whether it's burritos,
Okay.
A little rice bowl, literally just fine diced onions with, you could use lemon or lime or white vinegar.
Okay.
And
loving all of this.
cilantro. That little bit of a acidic, savory crunch from onions
Yeah.
cuts through the meat, and it's just...
Is that like Peruvian style?
I don't
Not
even
necessarily.
know. Peruvian style, you would use like red onions and incorporate, you know, sweet potatoes or something like that. What I use specifically white onions.
Okay.
White onions, acid, and cilantro. And
Okay.
you know, you could get fancy with it if you want, and you
Hang
know.
on. I'm gonna have to stop you real quick. I don't think the average bear knows what you mean when you. A battery mishap right there, and Freddy was in the middle of a very secret secret recipe for pulled chicken, which I think the CIA heard about it and shut down my camera because it's not actually out of battery. It's not actually overheated. So
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even get to the chicken, and they're like, cut him off.
exactly. Well, anyway, Freddy, why don't we cut it off here before this camera really does overheat and explode? I appreciate you so much coming on the pod. If you want, you can, if you have a comedy page or anything, you can promote it. I'll put your Instagram down below so people can see where you perform.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And yeah, that's it. Again, thank you so much for coming on the pod. I really hope you liked my taco.
I did.
Thanks. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you want to help the channel grow, you can subscribe or like, hit the notification bell, or leave a comment down below. I'll try my best to answer, so long as you're swinging above the belt. If you really want to help, you want to help me feed my guests and pay my bills, I will put links to my Venmo and Cashapp and Patreon down below. If you like my guests, I will also put tags to their social media in the description. Always remember that here at OTC, we encourage our viewers to respectfully and responsibly enjoy the outdoors, know your local ordinances, abide by leave no trace principles, learn something cool, and I'll see you on the next hike.